Greetings, everyone. Trojan1979. Hope you're doing well. It's time for some NHL94. It's the Beer League tournament from Edge of 94 Midwest, which is having a live tournament. Check the link at the bottom left there, tinyurl.com/NHL94 Modano 2 in Minneapolis, February the 5th. Would love to see you out there. This is a preview tournament, and we're going to try to get a little better fit there on the screen. So we got DPS and Scribe99. They're going to go back-to-back here. And I think the first matchup here, we got St. Louis and Hartford. Let's take a look and see which team is which on that. Game one, Hartford. Okay, so it looks like Scribe is Hartford, DPS is St. Louis. We're going to get that updated real quick. St. Louis for DPS. So let us know in the chat who you think might win this. We are pretty far along in the process for the tournament. Most of the games are played. We are going to finish, recording as many of these as we can for you. Trying to get some of this in before the playoffs for the NFL kick in today. So if you're hanging out, glad you're with us. Pretty common matchup at this tier. St. Louis, I think, gets the edge. They get more shot power. But they got better defenders, does Hartford. But better goaltending goes to the Blues. Sean Burke is hot trash. And just like that, we are off. We're going to go ahead and let the world know. Getting all the alerts out there. Check on chat in a moment. Hey, Adam is up and about. Hope you're doing great. And here we go. And a goal ready for St. Louis. Kind of just stuck in there. Nelson Emerson getting the 1-0 lead there. Burke unable to handle it. We talked about how trashy the skills of Sean Burke are in this game. Here comes Zarly Zalapski. R.I.P., by the way, Zarly. You know, the darn thing about this is that we're starting to see some of our pixelated heroes, as it were, give up the ghost. Some lifespans, especially for these guys that suffered a lot of concussions and, maybe use chemical abuse to deal with it. They're not going to last too long, but hey, we have a goal from Verbeek, assisted by Sanderson at 1:40 in the first period. We're all tied at 1. So just a reminder, it's coming up close here, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And look at that. Emerson unassisted with the second at 1:58 in the first period. 2-1 here, DPS over Scribe99. DPS, one of the top Tecmo players right now around, has really dominated online as of late. Is always in the conversation, and picking against him is not something that I would suggest right now. He has stepped up his ability and his tapping. I've seen now upwards of 20 taps a second. So you know what that means in Tecmo language. It's a high number. All right, so multiple shots there. Burke turns it away. Zlapski the other way. Scribe totally in this thing here. And Zarly back in the zone. Looked like it was going to go the other way, but tried to feed it to Yake. No go, but he goes Sanderson to Yake. And we're at 2. All tied up here. 4:07 in the first. So nice back and forth so far. Scribe's goals have been more methodical. DPS possibly would have more. The pipe helped out there a little bit. Sanderson the other way. We had just kind of a trickle-in goal there for DPS early on. Then he had the breakaway goal, which was 100% legit. And we're all tied up going into 2. Scribe's goals were more of the just make a pass, take a shot, and see what happens, and he got those. So we're all tied at 2, going the other way now. Both players still kind of feeling each other out here. And Cujo's going to scoop this one up and lets it go. The pass is terrible, though. And Verbeek just feeds it into the zone, and it's going to be icing. And so we have a face-off in the Whalers zone. Craig Janney on the wing, trying to find anything, trying to find a centering pass there to Hull, but it's intercepted by Zarley. Now up to Verbeek, takes a shot, rebound, gets his own rebound. Sanderson gets it and puts it back to Yake. We saw that play before. It's the exact same kind of goal, and now 3-2 at 1:17, I'll say 1:18 in the second period. Scribe has his first lead of the game, 3-2. I don't even know who's playing today, Adam, in the playoffs. The Packers have a bye. That's my team. So, my secondary team is the Bills. But unfortunately, in regards to that, I don't know if I'm going to miss them today. I don't remember when they're playing. I have hockey to announce tonight, and I have a family gathering to go to. So my NFL exposure is going to be minimal today. A little bit more tomorrow, hopefully. And Burke turns it away. Adam Burt to Terry Yake, turned away by Cujo. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here very soon. And the pass is delayed, can't get it fed there. And a pass shot attempt from Verbeek turned away. Here come the Blues. Tries to feed Craig Janney in the slot, can't do it. Intercepted, too much Whaler humanity there. Emerson now the other way, the weight bugger. Emerson puts it on. Zalapski handles it, now up to Yake. Under a minute now. Yake near the slot, now feeds Sanderson. Sanderson with 2 assists already in this game, now comes the other way. And Hull is out for the game. That is going to be huge. We're probably going to see Shanahan make the lineup. I would say either Janney or Shanahan. And there he goes. All right, so no Bob Basson. That would have been another option to get in the game, but Zalapski is going to spend 2 minutes, but you'll take that trade. Hull is the best player on the Blues. I would say Janney or Emerson are right behind there. Emerson gives you some options with the weight bug. That's really the one weakness of St. Louis. Besides maybe the shot accuracy part, is that, and we're at 3-2 here going into the third period. Different era. I think Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback to ever play the game of football. They can fight anyone on that, but that's Brett Favre. Certainly the toughest guy. That streak is undeniable. I'll say to that. He probably played when he shouldn't have, to the detriment of his own team. I look at the New York Jets in 2008. He couldn't throw the football, and he still played, and it cost that team a playoff run. Felipe Lima de Melo. Hola. Buenos dias. And the one-timer from Adam Giles, Craig Janney to Shanahan, and we're all tied at 3 at 59 seconds in the third period. So far, this game has been tremendous. We hear when the Blues go marching in on the organ, that always gets you pumped up. Adam Giles scoops up the loose puck, avoids Zarley Zalapski. Goes right in, does Emerson on Burke, and the puck is loose, and Craig Janney scoops up and draws a penalty. It might be against Verbeek. We'll see here. 2 minutes for something. Now it looks like it's going to be against Eric Weinrich. And Pat Verbeek. So we had 2 penalties on there. So I wasn't wrong. That's just another one I didn't know about that happened after. And now 3-on-5 hockey about to happen. Now, remember, when you're on the power play in this game, the defensive awareness goes down the crapper. Yes, that's a technical term. And so DPS has to be really careful not to be over-aggressive here. And an attempted feed, and there was nothing there to feed. And the one-timer in the slot to Shanahan, scooped up by Burke. It's frozen, and we have a face-off in the Whaler zone. 2:33 remaining here in the third. We're tied at 3. And another penalty here against the Whalers. X go and give it to you. We have 6 on the ice now. And just got to be careful. You might even want to consider resetting this here. Getting those defenders out of the way. And there it is. The shot you wanted, but Burke was there. Jeff Sanderson now going in. 4 Whalers in the box here, but it's gonna one of these penalties is gonna expire momentarily. Hi, mate is looking good at NHL94 game on Saturday. Do you know when will be up? I'm not sure what presential, what you mean by that. I'm guessing hit up that Google Translate. I do speak a little Espanol. I don't know what you're trying to say there, though. And the one-timer, Shanahan, comes off the bench, went onto the bench, came back on, his second goal of the game at 4:10 of the third period, a power play goal. And we're actually at even strength now. The other penalties all happen at once, or 2 of them. 1 expired, 2 happened simultaneously, and then that was the power play goal to get even strength here. And interesting to see here, trying to win here, feeding it up. This is not good. We have a breakaway. Nylander from Burke, and the game is tied with 6 seconds remaining. Unbelievable. DPS choosing to not stall. Not sure what the, I mean, you have to be constantly advancing the puck into the offensive zone, but once it's there, you don't have to let the shot go. Ducktran, welcome to the chat. And we are going into what we call free hockey here. Overtime. And if you're just coming in here, Scribe with the game-tying goal, 6 seconds remaining in the third. After being down 3-5 on the ice. And a far post goal goes wide from Sanderson. This is the special playoff ROM. That means that overtime will continue indefinitely. Adam Giles. Oh, and a short side spinorama gets piped off. Emerson bouncing off now. Gets back up. On the wing to Sanderson. He's got a chance. So poke checked by the Blues. And now Nylander at right wing. Is it Nylander? I don't remember. And just puts it right on the stick side, and that is the game winner from Scribe. Nylander from Sanderson and Burt. 5-4 your final. Wow, that was a game. Unbelievable. We're going to have another game here for you. DPS is going to be the Montreal Canadiens, and Scribe is going to be the LA Kings, so let's get those logos updated for you. Wow, what a game. DPS would like to have that last 30 seconds back in the end of the third period. Now, this is going to be speed and defense, basically. Canadians have the best goalie in the game, and they've got some pretty okay forwards, but they don't have a lot of speed. And then the defenders are also good. Then they have this ability to replace players that get injured or penalized because there's a lot of players that behave similarly on their roster. The Kings have all sorts of weapons. You're probably going to see Rob Blake on defense, along with probably Alexei Zhitnik. And then at center, it's probably the Thomas Sandstrom game. Sometimes you'll see Luke Robitaille there. And then usually Gretzky will be out and about somewhere. He's the best defender because of the weight bug. So, should be a fun one here. Believe it or not, if you don't follow the inner workings of the game, Wayne Gretzky is not offensively fantastic. He's got agility, he's got speed, but he can't really shoot well. So you got to rely on the deke and the floater goals. Most of the time, he's better off just feeding a shooter like Thomas Sandstrom, who's got six shot power, and he's going to just blast it by most goalies. Even the likes of a Patrick Waugh he can beat. So Should be starting up in this next game here momentarily. Here we go. For the action a little bit. So the way that a lot of this happens, sometimes we connect to them while they're playing. Most recently, players have been playing. Schedules don't always line up for this. And they send me a recording, and they say, hey, I was this team, and I was that team. And they so-and-so was this and that team for the 2 games that they play. And then they send me the file. I download it, put it into my scene, and here we go. So that's kind of how the magic works. So this will be the last game this morning that I'll call. Then I got to head to a family gathering. But it's been a few days since I've gotten on. I saw Slapshot got on last night, so if you haven't seen that stream, he played some NHL hits as well as he's in this tournament, so he competed and called some games from that. Always good to see Slapshot getting on with the hockey content. So, you can tell it's early. I haven't put a razor to my face yet. Come on, boys. What's the hold up here? All right, here we go. I don't know what took so long. So we're skipping ahead to about the 4.5-minute mark of the first period. It looks like they may be experiencing a little bit of leg. Sandstrom puts one on Wah, turned away. And Savard clears it, and it's touched up for icing, and we're going to have a face-off in the Montreal zone. We are at, I believe, the Forum. All right, picked up. I don't know who 25 on D for the Kings is, but there's a one-timer. Dennis Savard assisted from Domphus and Schneider. Happens at 1 minute 58 seconds in the first period. It's 1-0 DPS. Montreal over the Kings. And Kelly Rudy had no chance there. Granado feeds it up. And Thomas Sandstrom at center there. There's Zhitnik. Zhitnik to Granado. Tony Granado puts it on. Stick side, really no chance there against Waugh on that shot. Desjardins with a pass that bounces off the skate of the winger. And there is a shot. I don't know if that was maybe a pass shot from Granado. And with the manual control from Waugh, it leads to a 1-1 game here. Granado, and we have Gretzky on the wing there. And a one-timer is his best chance at a shot that's going to go in. And just a perfect pass across Waugh. Didn't have a chance to get over. So even the best goalie in the game, if you have great passing and position, doesn't matter if you can stop it or not. All right. And we're probably going to have a penalty shot here. Kirk Muller got checked from behind. Yep. So Muller against Kelly Rudy. And that's turned away by the manual goaltending, a Scribe there with Kelly Rudy. 2-1 game here, 1:22 remaining here in the first period. Face-off in the Kings zone. Schneider trying to feed the wing. Looks like there was a little bit of leg there. We have a check and a penalty. And now a Thomas Sandstrom penalty shot. And tries to go with the quick one. And turned away by Waugh. 1:05 here remaining in the first period. Face-off. Scooped up by Savard. Taken down. Zhitnik to Granado. Granado behind the net. Looking for an alley. He's a fast skater. Tries to feed it up. Kirk Muller. Captain Kirk with the puck. To Domphus. Domphus loses it. Schneider now. One-timer. Kirk Muller. Goal. Assist from Schneider and Domphus. Goal comes at 4:45 in the first period. We're tied at 2. Puck picked up by Granado, a check, and that's all she's going to write for the first period. All tied at 2. Both these games so far have been tremendous. Obviously, a little bit of lag there that we're witnessing. We see those little jitters. Something that's a little connection issue for one reason or another. And puck is picked up by Gretzky. Poke checked. Puck is bounced around. Schneider feeds it to the wing, intercepted by Granado. To Sandstrom, who takes the zone, loses it. And now scooped up by Vincent Dampus. That's a shot goal. Rudy's almost shoved into his own net. No interference there. And bouncing right off of Gretzky. Our DPS's defenders. And now we have a feeding pass to Gretzky. One-timer. No, he just goes with the straight pass shot. So Sador, that's number 25. Sador with the apple. 3-2 Scribe. And he's found a way to hang on to the momentum and get some really opportunistic goals there. His pass shot game. This is something that we're seeing more and more players develop. For a time, some players just like, yeah, I'm not playing that noise. And it is something we do allow in tournament play. If you can make it work to your advantage. And that one was just a straight-up shot. It wasn't even a pass shot, but I think he was trying to line that up. And 4-2. The DPS just kind of took himself out of the play with the manual goaltending there. When you have an unmolested skater coming your way, it can be intimidating. It's really hard against some of these top players to stop a breakaway from scoring. So 4-2 now. Scribe up over DPS in the second. Still plenty of time for DPS, but you don't want to get down a third goal. I think that would be detrimental. Desjardins loses it to Gretzky, and now we have another 1-on-2. Now it's just a scrum in front. There's a lot of humanity. Dampus picks it up, and looks like Granato was hit illegally some way. Looks like hooking by Desjardins. 2 minutes, and the Kings are going to be on the power play at 4:42. Does that sound right? In the second period. And great passing. That's really been a staple of Scribe's play. Just really crisp passing. Able to find lanes and create those shots. And going into the third period, Scribe looking good here, up 2 goals over DPS, who hasn't played poorly. But a couple breakaways are really the difference. And a really nice goal there. The spinorama. Wah ends up going down, and then with that patient play with no one near him, Scribe is able to drive it home with Sandstrom, and it's 5-2. That goal comes 12 seconds in the third period. I think that was a power play goal. Sador clears it. Picked up by Wah. To Schneider. To Savard. And I wonder if any of the stuttering, how that's affecting DPS or not. If he's experiencing it. Some players adapt to it a little better, but Scribe is a top guy. So DPS certainly a threat in any retro game he plays, but he is, I think that first game was his best chance to go in and even this thing up. Because the Kings with Scribe, that's a tall order. So the puck is fed up to Granato. If you're curious how teams are selected, there is a tier list. The player that wins the coin toss is the first to pick the tier for that first game, and the other player 2, will be away and gets first pick a team. And there's a one-timer to Muller, his second, so this game is not over. Time of the goal, 3:41 in the third period, 5-3 your score now. And trying to go for that far post floater, turned away by Wah. DPS kept his goalie home there. And Dampus, turnover and a chance. And turned away. Sador now takes the zone. And tries to feed it up. And the rebound can't get it. And now there's a chance for DPS. Can he capitalize? No, the puck is intercepted by Granato. Schneider has it. Another chance, another mismatch here. And now there's more bodies in front of Rudy. Under 1 minute now. Down 2. And we'll see if DPS decides to pull his goalie or not. And I'm guessing he's not going to. And 15 seconds here. One last shot for point differential. Puts a pass shot on goal with Zhitnik. It's turned away, and that's all she wrote. 5-3 your final. Scribe over DPS. Another great game Great job, both players. Scribe got the better. I'm sure DPS would really like to go back and not turn over the puck late on in that first game, but I think he's in Vegas right now. So we hope. Let's little unlucky in the first game with that way that played out. Scribe played great in both games. So let's wish DPS some luck out in Vegas. I'm assuming he's playing some table somewhere. So maybe some sports betting. I hope his teams pay out for him. So, all right, I'm Trojan. Thank you guys for watching this morning. Enjoy your NFL games. We'll try to get you some more content at some point in the next day or two.